What's up, guys? And no, Sean, this one's not 9 hours long. God, I hope not. So today we're going to be looking at the Red, White, and Bethune video and really analyzing it. we're not going to really be watching the video. We are going to be watching it, but really slow, because we're going to be analyzing it with some video tools that I have. Mostly a really good video tool to use for videos, and a lot of people don't use. Not necessarily for just video editing, like making music videos and stuff like that, because that's what inspired me to start investigating things, because I shoot a lot of videos, music videos and stuff like that, and if I can do that, then why can't I help with some police investigations, or jump into some subjects where people are confused about and try to use my skills at video editing. And that all began back with the Las Vegas shooting, is when I really started trying to use some of the skills I had to find answers. So one of the tools that I like to use with videos when I'm really wanting to look at the video and examine it is Photoshop. Now, a lot of people are like, what? Photoshop? You use Photoshop for videos? Yes. You can load videos up in Photoshop. And I'm going to show you how good Photoshop works when you know how to use it this way. And that's what we're going to be looking at. So I'm just getting back to your comments here. Herod, I see ya. Sean, this one, yeah, I seen that one. Dublin, anyone see that clip of a supposedly hand reaching up from the plants in Brian's garden? It's the drone footage. Guy releases he's in a bunker. I did see the video of the garden where the drone was hovering over the garden and the mom and the dad were standing around the garden. And I seen Lisa Chapman wrote, is anybody gonna dig up that garden? And hey, if you need somebody to help dig up that garden, I'm there for you guys. If you guys want to look, hey, I'm down to look. Chris Thompson, hey, what's up, Chris? Good afternoon to you. Herod 8, I can't really see that. I gotta get a bigger screen, dang on it. I see a time, 9:08 p.m. here. Oh, 9:08 p.m. there. Wow. Yeah, right now where I'm at, it's only 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Wow. Well, okay. Well, that's good, so I know to keep that in mind when I go live in the future. Sean said, we need to find out why he went home for 4 days. I'm not buying he was trying to save money. Yeah, if you guys, I know a lot of you guys stuck around in my last live stream and that was brought up, and I was like, I couldn't find no evidence for that, about him going back home. And I feel like there would be video released of him, showing that he went back home, but they did come out recently and say, hey, he did go home. They confirmed it. So, dude, that's extremely weird. There's so many hoops that this case keeps taking us through that it's mind-blowing. So for anybody who hasn't been following the case, Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie, newlyweds, they were going to get married, and they were van lifers. They retrofitted a van and did trips across country to various parks around the country. And on one of these trips, Gabby Petito lost contact with her parents during the trip, and they found that extremely odd. She was only with Brian Laundrie, and they were out near Wyoming. They went through Kansas, Colorado, Utah, and Wyoming. And when they lost contact with her, they found it really odd. Well, around September 1st, her fiancé, Brian Laundrie, showed back up at home at his parents' house, and with her van, because she owned the van that they were using, that they retrofitted to travel in, he showed back up at his parents' house without Gabby and didn't report her missing, nothing. So Gabby's parents, who had lost contact with her all for a long period of time, wondering where she was, finally finds out like 10 days later that he's back and Gabby's not back. So they report her missing. So the police investigate it. They come question Brian, which he uses his rights to not speak. He doesn't help in the case. His family doesn't help in the case. And Gabby is missing. So time went on where people were searching for Gabby, trying to find her. She wasn't coming up. And then this video came out from a YouTube channel called Red White Bethune. And in this video, these YouTubers, Red White and Bethune, go around the country in a camper, and they have GoPros hooked up on the camper. And when they seen Gabby had been missing in an area called the Spread Creek camping area in Wyoming, they knew they had drove through that area, and they went back and reviewed their footage and happened to see Gabby Petito's van parked on the side of the road at the Spread Creek dispersed camping area. So it freaked them out. They contacted the FBI. The FBI and the police searched the area where the van was seen, Now this is earlier because Brian had drove the van home to his parents' house. So they're going back to search the area where Red, White, and Bethune happened to capture the video from on that date. So they go and search the area and they find Gabby Petito's body, and it's ruled a homicide. So that video has been highly questionable now because in the video you can see far distances, and since her body was found so close to where the vehicle was in that video, a lot of people have been questioning, okay, can we see things in this video? So that's what we're going to be looking into today, guys. We're going to be checking it out. Hey, thank you, Herod. Let's all give a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Yeah, if you guys want to give a thumbs up, if you're enjoying the videos that I'm putting out, really, I would love that, guys. Give me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely subscribe to the channel. So we're going to dive right into it. I'm sorry, for some reason I just lost my voice. It's crazy. So we're going to dive straight into this, guys, because we don't want to go on for another 9-hour live stream. If you want to see more about the case, you can go to my last... Hold on one second, guys. Alright, sorry about that. For some reason, I could not get my throat clear. So, if you want to see more about this case, you can go to my last live stream about the case. It's on this YouTube channel. It's 2 videos back from this one, and it literally is a 9-hour live stream. That's why some of the commenters were like, is this another 9-hour live stream? I hope not. It shouldn't be. I'm not trying to go more than a half hour on this video, alright? That's what I'm thinking. But we are going to really look at the video, so... you can go back to that video, and I mapped everywhere about on Google Earth of Gabby and Brian through their Instagram pages, their social media accounts, looked at their character profiles, police reports, witness reports, and more. All that is in the last video. In this video, we're going to be looking at the picture you can see on your screen, that van parked on the side of the road, and before and after that. So Herod said, or Chris said, yes, sir. Sean said, yes, we do. Let's go for 10. Yeah. Herod said, just have a cup of tea, then your sound will become normal. I feel a lot better now. I got it out. So let's dive right into it, guys. Alright. So let's make sure that that's coming up for you guys really quick. Hey, speak of a have a cup of tea. We got iced coffee in the building. What's up, iced coffee? Hope you get to see the guy in the field on this one. Hey, thanks, iced coffee. I looked at it a little bit. So I'm doing this with you guys. I'm gonna I haven't really analyzed the video yet. I did a little bit just to see. But you guys are gonna be doing this with me. So what you're looking at on the screen right now is a Adobe Photoshop image. Now how I have this set up is you're not going to see the tools that I'm using, but you'll be able to see what I'm doing to the image as we go through. So right now we're at the beginning of the Red, White, and Bethune video, and it was really hard to get a copy of this video in high definition. I struggled a lot to get it, but I did manage to get the high definition version of this video, download it. And I'm kind of curious. I don't know if anybody watching, if you're really into the investigation. I almost did it myself, but possibly reaching out to Red, White, and Bethune. All GoPros track GPS location. So I don't know if they told the police where they were by visual sight on the video, but there's all kinds of GoPro tracking softwares. Even when you turn the GPS off on the GoPro, it'll map exactly where you were, and you can pull that information up later. I do it a lot when I do explore videos and I go out to abandoned places and stuff like that. I can pull up everywhere I went. So Ice Coffee said, hope you got to see. Sean said, you Florida people are stingy with the ice. Ice Coffee. Hey, Ice Coffee. Chris Thompson said, interested to see this. Didn't pay much attention to it at first. Yeah. Yeah, the whole case at first, I wasn't really full paying attention either, Chris. So we're definitely going to dig into it. Paul Ward said, there's a red truck about a quarter a mile from Gabby's van on the left. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's a red truck, but we're going to look at that too. So we're going to scrape through the video, as it's called, okay? So scraping through the video is we're going to move. Hopefully this works, guys, because I'm running these programs together like this. It's going to be sketchy. But I got a strong computer, but we're going to find out today if this is going to work. If it doesn't work, we're going to have a problem. Just waiting for it to load up a bit. Okay, there we go. There's a red truck. Iced coffee. They might have been able to track her Apple Watch, too. Herod said, Affinity Photo is better than Photoshop. I have to look into Affinity Photo. I've been using Photoshop for a long while now, so I don't know. You kind of get used to a software. So we're scraping through the Red, White, and Bethune video, and this is in high definition you're looking at. So basically how I'm doing it with Photoshop is you're seeing a picture image. We're scraping through, and it's definitely lagging my computer. I hope not. So right there, but you guys can't see my mouse on the screen either on that Photoshop. Damn it. Damn it, man. Alright, so we're coming up on the red truck. Here I said Affinity Photo. If I have lag issues, what I'll do is I'll just jump to the important parts. If you guys want to leave a comment on the side, let me know where you want to see and I'll analyze it. But right now I'm just scraping to the points that are important right this second. I know someone said the red truck, but I don't believe it's a red truck. I believe there's a red trailer that is coming up on the left here, and then the truck is like a grayish truck. It's jumping too much though. I don't like that. Hey, what's up, KR? Ouch, guys. Computer is hurting right now. Adobe runs smoothly more than 8 gigabyte RAM PC. Yeah. Any other time, Adobe Photoshop will run like nothing on this computer, but when you're live streaming, it's running the live stream, and then it's running Adobe Photoshop at the same time, and then it's running a high definition video inside of Photoshop. I like to use Adobe Photoshop to examine videos because you'll see how good it is when I get down the road here a little bit. It's just taking me a little bit of time, guys, with the live stream and everything. Sean wrote, did you see Phil? Her stepdad mentioned it looked like there was a tent and fire pit that was there next to where they found her body. No, I didn't watch Dr. Phil yet. But I did hear, didn't Dr. Phil, the both parents were on Dr. Phil. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet, but they had the Laundrie family and the Petito family on Dr. Phil. Try to close running softwares in the background, or it would run normal. I ain't got nothing running right now. It's just how high definition this video is, because I really downloaded the highest definition and shot in 4K and then running it on Photoshop. So if I can't manage to get to it, I might have to just do a pre-recorded video. But I'm getting there. It's just taking a little bit more time. Yes, both of them and the lawyer. So what'd they say on Dr. Phil? What did the Laundrie family, how they seem on Dr. Phil? Hold on, I'm gonna switch screens real quick. Maybe that'll help for a second. Let me try switching screens. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, Chris. I seen a picture of it after, cause I didn't really know either. I seen a picture of Gabby Petito's parents sitting next to the Laundrie family. It blew my mind. I'm like, dang, I gotta watch Dr. Phil, and then I wanted to do the live stream, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. But yeah, yup. So what I'm gonna do, guys, since I'm having lag issues, I'll probably have to make another video on this subject, but I'm gonna get to the part right where I'm up on Gabby Petito's van. I really wanted to analyze the door shutting. Hey Mara, nice to see you. How's it? That's what Dog the Bounty Hunter always says. How's it? Paul Ward said they seem to holding themselves together well. Oh yeah? So I'm going to switch the screens back in one moment, but I'm just about now at the van. I mean, it doesn't make any sense that nothing the Laundrie family did makes any sense. So I can't even imagine watching the Dr. Phil episode. I feel like everything's been calculated. So what was their reason of going on the Dr. Phil episode then? Now, why now? Why all of a sudden does he want? And then another thing, the father wants to help search for Brian. So why now, guys? All right, so I'm just about at the van, so we're gonna analyze this shot. So I know in our last live stream, when I did the 9-hour live stream, that someone wanted me to stop like right here to look at the door, right? So here we are. This is looking down the road at Gabby Petito's van, parked on the side of the road near the Spray Creek dispersed camping area. So we're going to zoom. And even at high definition, guys, even when you zoom in at high definition, it's hard to make anything out. But we're going to analyze this and try to pull more out of it. And then we'll go further as we work along. So there's the van. And let's do this. We're going to open up. Hold on a second. All kinds of live stream problems all of a sudden. Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta fix something real quick. I'll be right back. Alright, sorry about that. Having screen issues now. Alright, so here we go. Now we can finally dig into this. So we're looking at Gabby Petito's van down the road at the Spread Creek Dispersed camping area, and we're going to analyze it. Alright, so this is what's called camera raw filter. So this is going to help us look at this van down the street. So let's start digging into it. I'm going to check back at your comments as I'm digging into it. So first, let's see what happens when we darken. I'm telling you, you're not going to see analyzing like this on a video. Took me a long time to figure out how to analyze a video like this. Alright, so, no. Shadows, let's bring the shadows up. Shadows down. See, right there, that looks like a tree to me. It doesn't look like the door is open. Let's bring the lights up. Darks down. Let's sharpen up a little bit, or let's de-sharpen. Then we'll sharpen up. Let's really sharpen it up. See, this dehaze filter right here really helps when analyzing videos. So we're going to really extract and dehaze down. It's going to make it look like a painting. So see, this looks like a tree from what I'm seeing. Let's bring the shadows and blacks back up. Okay. Like, you can see, I'll zoom in more, but you can see how much sharper I've made this video now by examining this video. So, let's zoom in a little bit more. The more you zoom in like this at a distance, though, it's just going to make the video look worse. But just for examination purposes, this... See, what throws me off is... It's tough, man. I'm gonna do more, but I'm just looking for a split second. So, let me see. I'm gonna take the vibrance and mess with the vibrance of the picture. Okay. Let's take all color out. Bring it back. So we're gonna move closer as we examine it. We're gonna move closer to the van as we examine. I'm just jumping back to your comments really quickly. It wasn't the Laundrie family, it was her family on the show. Oh, I thought I seen the Laundrie family on there. Frying Squirrel said, let's try to see that image of a guy on the other side of this stream. That's what we're going to look at. We're going to work our way down the road. That's what I want to look at, too. Artie wrote, it's just the latter synthesized by the camera lens aberration, and in any case, this is a place of information that doesn't add nothing to the investigation. Alright, bro. Well, you ain't got to be here. You can go somewhere else if you like. I don't understand. In my last video, I went live for 9 hours and plotted everything on a map for you. I think you should go back and watch that video. But you're free to have your opinion. Chris Thompson, it looks like... Hold on one second. We got a scientist in here, guys. Careful. For some reason, I'm just having all types of problems with the stream today. It looks like a tree. That's what I was looking at, too, Chris. It looked like a tree to me, kinda, too. So let's further dig. See what we can pull out. I'm going to try to take some of the noise out of the image from examine it. So let's take some of the noise back. It looks like a tree to me, but it could be a door opening. We're going to get to the field in 1 second. I'm just looking more for it. Just trying to clear it out a little bit more. I'm going to sharpen it in a second. We're going to get down to where they said they possibly spotted the flip-flop on the ground too. I'm going to sharpen it up. Yeah, let's continue from this spot. We're going to get to the field in a second. So see, that's the difference we were working on that image. Yeah, it does appear too close. The door, I initially thought it was a tree before people showed a close-up of it disappearing like the door was closing. Elisa wrote, I really think it's the door closing. Seen a bunch of videos. Now a person digging. I don't believe or see that. What date was this shot on? I forget. I think August 25th. But don't 100% quote me on that because I don't have the dates in front of me. Elisa, I forgot to, Sean. Paul Ward, a gun too behind the van. Yeah, we're gonna look at that. I did look at that a little bit already, and I can really pull that out, pull a lot of that stuff out. So we're gonna jump ahead a little bit in the video. So as we can see over here on the left, we don't see nothing in the field right now. I don't see. Keep going. Mara said August 27th. Is when this video was released. Alright, so since my computer wants to lag today for some reason, I'm just going to get close to the van. Now, I did examine. Remember when I was showing you guys that I thought there might have been something in this field over there? Now, I did 100% without a doubt. I can tell you. I'm not saying it's a person. We're going to look at it further. But over in that field, what you see is not part of this bush. And I'm going to show you that. So whatever's in that field, in my opinion, what it looks like, I examined it a little bit already, and I'm going to examine it in front of you guys also. In my opinion, what it looks like is someone bent over. Like hunched over. Now I'm going to show you that. Not trying to start any conspiracies or nothing like that. So I got to let it go back and forth a couple times just so it can play the high definition back here in Photoshop. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I can confirm without a doubt that that is not part of the bush, what you're seeing on that far left end. Hopefully I can do it in this live stream and my computer can do it. So I just got to zoom out a little bit. I can show you without analyzing the video, like using any kind of video tools on it. I can show you that it's not part of the bush without using any video tools when I zoom in on it here in a second. It looks like someone bent over. But I gotta let it process for a second, so give me a second. I'm just reading your comments. Frying Squirrel said, yes, let's see. Robbie said, I thought it was a tree also. It extends to the ground. The door certainly doesn't. Right. I can never figure out your name that well. Icho Chio. I think after the fight at Mary Piglet, she took off with the van. He wandered and hitchhiked around looking for her. Then he found her at Spread Creek Campground. Yeah, that's what I was equating a lot of with in that live stream. I think a lot of us kind of came to that because of how the times and the dates were lining up. So as you guys can see right here, see this object right here? That is not part of the bush. And I'm going to show you. It's still processing a little bit. So look over on the left side of your screen. Now look when I slow move this video. Do you see that that object is not connected to the bush or the tree next to it? Look. Do you see that? And I'm not even analyzing the video. Look right here. See this? See that black thing? Now when I slow scroll, watch. That's not part of the bush. See that? Now I'll even zoom in and I'll show you. And then we're going to analyze it too. So I'm going to zoom in. See that black object right there? Circling it with my mouse. Alright, now watch this. I'm going to slow crawl. Now I'm not saying it's a person. I'm saying what it looked like once I examine it. So slow crawl. Do you see? It's not part of the bush. Because if it was part of the bush, it wouldn't keep going that way. Sorry, it's jumping a little bit while it's loading. See that? Look. It's not connected to nothing. It's in the field. 100% in the field. Zoom us up. You want to see further? I'm going to examine it more, but I'll zoom you guys up even further. So this is why Photoshop is good. We can really get in there and check it out. So look. Not part of the bush, guys. See that? Look. Goes behind the bush. Behind the tree. Behind the bush. That is in the field. 100%. whatever that is in the field. And we're going to examine it. I'm going to pull it out a lot and show you what it is, kind of. At least my best of my ability. But as you can see, as we slow crawl, that is not in the field. It looks like someone bent over. See that? Alright. I'm just catching your comments real quick. I am watching on a phone too. That could be the case you are describing, possibly reviewing this clip. I thought I saw Brian on the left side of the van, but like I said, I'm on a phone. More zoom, clearly someone in that field. I don't see anything, but I'm on my phone too. Moves like a human being. Alright, so you guys, I'm going to move in a little bit closer again. See this black object right here? For anybody on your phone, see this black object that my mouse pointer's on right now? Alright, that's in the field. That's not the bush. And I'm going to show you why, okay? When you move and you crawl the video, look. Now, I'm going to pull that out to get a clearer shot of it because we're extreme zoom. But look, this goes behind the tree and behind the bush. Do you see that? It's going to jump for a second. That's in the field. See that black object? That's in the field. It's going behind the bush. It's not moving with the bush. It's not connected to any of the branches of the bush as we slow crawl it. See that? That's in the field. Jump into your comments really quick. See that tree to the left? That's the tree I thought was the dark shadow. Yup. It's a dirt hole in shade. It could be. It could be. We're going to look at it further. I'm not saying it's a person. I'm saying we're going to look at it. But it's definitely in the field. Just before that, there is another image. Looks more like a person closer to the trees. I agree. Iced coffee. Okay. So just before this... Well, first we're going to look at this. I'm going to examine it a little bit more, okay? And then I'll start taking more questions to look at other spots. So look, this is what we're going to do. This is how far we were zoomed in, guys. So we're looking at that object way off here in the field. So we're going to look at this. And I examined this once already, and I can really pull this out a good bit. So just stick with me. So when you pull it up in camera raw filter, okay, not too many scenarios in which a person would have bent over in a position like that. I agree. So this is what we're looking at, and we're going to examine this. So first we're going to play with the lighting. Let's darken it up. Alright, see, darkening it up is really bringing that out now. Darken it up. Let's play with the contrast. Let's play with the contrast. Hold on one second, guys. Hey. Hey. Alright. So see, darkening it up. Just that much right there. Now you can actually see the object. Agree, hard to see. I'm back. Alright, so now we're gonna keep messing with it. Let's bring the lights up. Bring the shadows back up. Let's see. Right. Sorry if I go quiet for a minute. I'm just kind of focused. Let's bring the blacks up. There. I'm gonna zoom out for a second. Okay. 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 Let's dehaze. Dehaze really helps. Alright, now we're clearly seeing a dark object. It almost looks like something back here, too. Alright. Take some of the color out. Almost looks like a car right there. I'm gonna zoom in a little more. See, this object kind of look like a car. So this is what we're looking at. Okay. Does kind of look like. Sorry, I'm just looking back at your comments. The bigger object looks more like a shadow of land formation, but I thought we saw something or something to the right of the shadow. Flight life, did you scan or drag mark by any chance? I wonder if she ran off and he chased her. Look, that's when I analyzed this at first. That's what I kind of was thinking. I'm not gonna lie to you. Was it looked like two people running a little bit? But I'm gonna keep getting it. It wasn't the Laundries or the Dr. Phil. I saw pics of the scene from the creek to where her body was. Doesn't look like drag marks, but there were a bunch of bare feet prints. Gotcha. I believe he tortured her. Worth investigating this image more, but the image between two trees just before this looks. Alright, we're gonna get to that. But I'm gonna zoom out just a little bit. Because look, when you zoom out and you're in the middle, like halfway zoomed in and halfway zoomed out, you get a better resolution. then just zoom in way in on it. So look, I'm going to take the color out. And I'm going to sharpen real quick. It almost looks like a car back here. And this, I never seen that back there before, but I'm not sure what that is yet. Sharpen up a little bit. So now we're sharpening and we're taking noise out of the picture to try to clear the image up. See, with a halfway zoom like this, you see it better. Because being way zoomed in, it kind of just becomes a blur to your eyes. When you're halfway zoomed in, you get a more distinct picture. But I gotta bring the brightness down now. Hold on. There we go. Oh, might be a little too much. My computer is lagged out. Oh. I might have to make a whole video just on this, not on the live stream. Because it's a lot harder than it looks, guys. With everything in a delay a little bit. Bring the contrast back in. It's really hard to analyze it because I'm using a tool, and usually it's not like this while I am analyzing, like just sitting on my computer looking at it, because I'm using a tool and then like 5 seconds later it's working. So it's tough. All right, so that's the object. Pretty much, I'm gonna have to make another video on this, but I want to get to your guys' other questions about where you want to look. But pretty much, I can prove without a doubt that whatever that object is right there is in the field. It's not hooked to the bush, and it's not hooked to the tree that's next to it. It's in the field. Whatever it is, it's in the field. There we go. Now I'm finally getting it where I want it. I was trying to get there the whole time, guys. There you go. Now we're getting closer to seeing. So now you can see right over the tree right here, whatever this is. It looks like a person bent over. Honestly, way out here, I don't know what that is, but that stands out a lot. So hold on, I'm gonna adjust blacks now. Should really. Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure. All right, so I seen a lot of you guys saying, so do you want me to go back a little bit? Is that what you're asking me to do? You want me to go back and look at something? So here's the original shot of that. So as you can see right back here. So look, I can sharpen also just from right here. Let's sharpen. See this? It looks like someone ducking. See that? Look, I'm sharpening it up. And then right here, I don't know what that is back there, but that looks like a car driving. But if I move back and forth now, look, that's not connected. That's not connected to any bush or tree. And that looks like a car. See back behind it? That looks like a car parked on the road right back here. So hold on, let me see. See that? That's a car, guys. Look, when I darkened it up, right? Look, I got refraction. I got reflection. See that? See how the light came off the glass right there? That it almost looks like a car, guys. See how the light came off that object back there? Look, I brighten it back up. That could be a car driving right there. I'm pretty sure. I can't 100% prove it, but that looks like a car to me. Let me try one more thing real quick. See, this looks like a person bent over, or like in a fetal type position. Let me zoom out. See, look, even when you zoom out even a bit, it looks like a car back there. Let's play it. I'm gonna play it again real quick. See the light flashing off of what looks like the car? Or there's something flashing. See that? See that flashing? That's because we pulled the light. We pulled the light out of it, out of the image. So look, watch when I move by. Watch this again. Ready? Watch back there. See that flashing? It looks like reflection. Or something's flashing. Wow, guys, do you see that flash? What is that? What is that, guys? I'm lost for words on the flash. I guess it could be like an anomaly, like a color anomaly. See that? Zoom in on it more. Windshield. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me, kind of like a windshield reflecting light. So look, there's what might be a person. That black object, and you can see we're way zoomed in now, and it looks like they're bent over. It looks like they're bent over. It looks like I don't know, guys. I can't prove any of this because we're just analyzing it. I see the flash back there. Jumping back to your comments real quick. Someone said, I really don't think she died in the day because of her dad said he saw her body. I think it was the night. Can you get a different angle? Maybe the back of a metal park sign, maybe. It could be. Windshield. Her body was found to the right of the reflection. Yeah. That's not the sun. Could be ATV, maybe. Glass of some sort. That's what I think. It's some kind of glass. It's reflecting the sunlight. It's a flash. Looks. So at this point, she was alive, in my opinion. Gunshot? That's what I was gonna say for a second. It looked like a gunshot, but I can't say that because I don't know. Kinda looked like a gunshot. But come on, dude. These people are driving by, they're not gonna hear a gunshot. They would have heard a gunshot. There's no way. I mean, if it was way off in the distance, I don't know. Nah, they would hear a gunshot. I don't think it would be a gunshot. But that is a crazy flash. Like a quick, real quick flash. It's kind of trippy. It looks like someone ducking in a flash. It's trippy. That's really trippy stuff. I've never seen that. It looks like two. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. 1, 2. 1. Could be reflection though. Bottles. It could be a reflection off of the camera lens. It could be as simple as that. It could be reflecting off of the camera lens off of the car that's recording the video right now. It could be anything, but it's an interesting point. I hate to say, but I just had to. I'm not sure what you said. It's very interesting for sure. So let's move up to the van now. Let me delete these real quick. Let's move up to the van. So look, this is the original video. Let's see what we see at the original video, okay? So we see right here, there's something in the field back there, right here too. Right where I'm circling. Oh, let me get the mouse so you guys can see it better. See that? There's something right there in the field too. Behind this object. It looks like a car parked on the road. And there is a road that runs like that, I believe. It looks like a car, maybe. I would almost 100% guarantee that's a car. I can't say that, but dude, it's making me want to keep looking at it because I'm telling you, it looks like a damn car parked on the road. It's making me want to keep looking at that object. See that? So look, when I take the offset of the exposure down, see that big object? And look, see this? It's a car, bro. God, I wish I could get it a little bit better. It's a car. Crazy zoom. Saturate. Want me to saturate? I'm zoomed way in though. Let me get out a little bit. It almost looks like, this is gonna sound weird, but it looks like someone's butt hanging out right here. Hold on, I'm gonna do a little bit of something else real quick. Hold up. Mm, mm, mm. Reflection off Brian's bald head. It's the first thing I saw iced coffee when I looked up. Oh my gosh, that's his bald head in the brush. You guys are funny. I don't know if you're being serious, but yeah. Should I move on, or you want me to keep examining this? You want me to move on to the van, or you want me to keep looking at this? Because I can keep examining it and trying to get a better look at it. You guys tell me in the comments. Move on or keep examining. So look, we'll go, like, see, when you move the video and you're this zoomed in, it gets blockier. But if I let it process, see, like, that's a clear view right there, pretty much, at a decent zoom. That looks like a car, and that looks like a person. Or that looks like a black shadow of some kind. I can't really say person. Motor vessel said a little SUV sitting over there. I have thought a second car all along. They were other places that day. Van was there all day. Rose or someone came with rental vehicle sitting at their camp. Go to the van. Move on. Flip flop van. Okay. Okay. Van. Everybody's saying van. All right. Let's move on. So we'll move on to the van. My computer's starting to run better now. So see, I'm actually able to scrape all the way through. So coming up on the van now. All right. Hold on, I got a better definition than that. Go back for a second. So now I'm taking it. Going back to the van. Hold on 1 second. About 10 feet before that, there is a better shot of something on a tree line. I saw Bigfoot once. Let me zoom out. Hold on. All right. I'm skipping to the van. Have you talked about the person running from the tree, then ducking down before you get to the bush in the field? Everyone thought was something. Um, where at? Where at, Sarah? I'm trying my best to do this on the live for you guys because my computer is having a hard time though processing this high quality video and then live streaming. So I'm trying. It just might take a minute or two more than it usually would. 10 to 20 foot before. Iced Coffee said 10 to 20 foot back before the looks much more like a person or on a tree line. Okay. Chris Thompson said, is that door was open while we were... Ted, stop! While we were looking to the shot back there, there's not much of a gap in the rear quarter panel, and then where the door hinges are to create that thick other. I was thinking the same thing, Chris, about the door. That it's tough to say that it was open. If you look, once we get back up to the van here in a second, you'll see that there's a tree right next to the van. Like, here we are, we're back up at the van at a distance again. And there's a tree that's on an angle. It's a few feet before you get to the clearing before the van. On the left, it happens really fast. So look, if we zoom in on the van right here, right? How come right here it doesn't look like the door is open? Like, it's only certain shots. And the reason why I say that is because the van hits a bump. And then it looks like it's a big dark spot. And then other times it looks like it's a thin dark spot. I believe Iced Coffee may be talking about what I am talking about. Alright, am I close now, Sarah? See, look, let's zoom in now. When you watch the higher quality version, it becomes clearer. You need to trace the tree line back from the image you were zooming in on. Okay, that's right here on my left right now. This is the tree line. Yes, Sarah, me too. Like, if we can track the tree line. This is the tree line right here, guys. We're getting ready to come up on the clearing now. The clearing's coming up on your left. See, this is pretty much right before the clearing, coming up on it. That's the clearing right here where this dirt goes to the left. We're zoomed in right now, so it doesn't look as wide. Hold on, I'll zoom back out a little bit. So this is the tree line. Yes, there. So you can see the van ladder. And where are you saying? Move start point up, then check tree line. I like how the big bug smudge is on the windshield of the motorhome is gone now. Nah, it's still there. It's just I'm zoomed in and stuff. It's right here. It's right here. No, over to the water side of the tree line. Okay. I'm looking. So you want me to keep going down looking at the tree line? That's what you're saying. So I'm gonna look back real quick. I want to point something out also. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. Alright. Dag on it. My computer's processing it back some. Okay, right here. We're at the van pretty much. It's loading. Hold on 1 second. It's getting on my nerves is what it's doing. Alright. Finally. Thank you. Alright. So there's the weird thing. There's the weird thing in the field. And then here's the tree line running along where the water would be. Here's the van. And then look, here's what I wanted to point out. So see this tree on an angle right here? That's what I think we're getting confused with the door being open. Because this tree, when we're at a certain angle, is sticking out to the left. So when the truck is bouncing and this tree's at a distance, it looks like the angle of the door being open. You see what I'm saying? That's why I was like, no, I don't think it's the door open. Mara said, yeah, I saw this too. That part definitely looks like a person. Move forward to the van, then recheck tree line. Trees are blocking view from back there. Okay. Alright, gotcha. Gotta take it one step at a time. Alright, we're gonna go back a little bit from this point. Now we're gonna go back a little bit. Just hold on a second. My computer's processing. Too close to the van now. Image appears between trees. I gotcha. I got what you're saying now. I get you. I get you. This is how long the computer's taking to just go back a little bit. It's struggling. Damn, guys. Sorry. If I didn't known it was going to lag this bad on the live stream, I wouldn't have did it. I would have prepped a video for you guys. Sorry about the delay. Alright, we're slowly moving back. Here we go. We're moving back step by step now. Mara, did the video you watch also show another person behind the tree on the right or the road? I don't see anything there. Coming back, coming back. We are slowly moving back. I'm glad that I could do this for you guys because you guys are looking. I might not know exactly where you mean, but I'm giving you guys the ability to look too. Coming back more. I'm trying to get to the clearing on the left side over here because I think that's what she's talking about. She's talking about right after these trees. You can see the clearing. Hey, thanks, frying squirrel. I keep wanting to say flying squirrel, but I see it says frying squirrel. Come on, dang on it. I don't know if I can get the angle behind them trees. It doesn't have that angle. Mara said, Iced, I think I saw that one too. Looked like somebody in like a flannel, right? These are so zoomed in, it's tough to say for sure. I can zoom out, guys. Just let me know to zoom out. I'm just following the tree line. When you zoom in, things become a little bit, now you question them a little more. Oh, the flip-flop, there's definitely a flip-flop there. I'll show you guys the flip-flop. So let's look at that for a second. So there's definitely a flip-flop. And then there's a book or something here. So look. See that? Right here is a flip-flop. And right here is something too. I looked at this before. So I'm going to show you. Here, I'll break it down a little bit more so I can show you guys this. So there's a zoom in right here. See that? See that right there? And then right here, see that? See that right there? And then look. I'm gonna make it clearer though. Just gonna make it clear. Okay. We looking. Hey, yeah, I seen someone said it ain't no way her flip-flop looks stretched out like that. When I examined this also myself before, that's what I was looking at. I'm like, if it is a flip-flop, it looks like it's broken. I was thinking that also. Hold on, I'm gonna make it clear still. So see there, that looks like something laying in a book or a bottle in a book. Yeah, we getting it, pulling it out. We pulling it out. Let's see. Come back to the comments really quick. Yeah, someone said that was a gun-shaped lighter. But that thing on the ground, I think it is a book. Next to the flip-flops, very close, are black knife handle, 2 flip-flops, 2 feet, 2 toes. Doesn't look like a gun to me, like Flight Life said. This right here. Here, I try to. There. I mean, we really getting some shots you would not see anywhere else. I mean, I can almost get it there. I just can't get it there. There. Right about there. Almost. Looks like a book. Pistol beside books. Looks like something sitting on top of books. I don't know about a pistol, but definitely looks like a flip-flop, maybe, or in a book. Definitely looks like someone got in the van in a hurry, maybe, or they were fighting. See the knife. Paul Ward, where's the knife? Knife or gun too big to be a lighter. Definitely too big to be a lighter. Cause if this is, I'm pretty sure this is a flip flop. And if that would be about the size of a book. That would make sense. But the flip flops are pointed towards the van as if someone was entering the van when they were taken off. Well, it looks like someone, it kind of fits the narrative of someone shut the door real quick and stuff fell out of the van where they were fighting. Like when you zoom out, like I was telling you guys, look, when you zoom out a little bit, you actually get a clearer view. Because zooming in, you get that pixelation real bad. So see, this actually looks like 3 objects. It looks like maybe something on top of, it looks like a book, like a phone book. Maybe a phone book. Something sitting on top of the phone book. And then something else, maybe. Let's look around over here really quick, too. Don't see nothing over here. Yeah, those are slippers. Flip-flops. No one there, I believe. Looks like a flashlight on a book to me. Yeah, that sounds pretty close. Like a flashlight on a book. It's kind of what it looks like. Flashlight on a book. Here, let's try this. I'm gonna try to anti-shake reduction. The image also. Hold on. Because the camera's shaking. So this might help too. So let me see. So now it's applying anti-shake reduction of the camera. So now, yeah, see, now it's going to sharpen it up a bit to try to give us more detail. But it might it might take a little bit to load. Okay, no it didn't. It didn't take too bad. Alright, so now we're gonna cycle through higher definition looks of it. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna be cycling through real quick. Alright, yeah. I mean, that's pretty clear, guys. I mean, how far we're zoomed in looking at that, too? Damn. I mean, damn. I mean, we can keep on working at it, too. Some serious investigative digging into a video. That's awesome, though. Hope we find something, answers, anything. It's loading right now. See what this does. Still loading. Alright, now it's rendering. Jeez, that took it way too far. Yeah, that's trying to sharpen too much. It's like a perfect balance when you're trying to take a lower quality image that you're zoomed in on. It's a perfect balance of sharpening and color and light. That took it too far. Looks like a phone book, bro. And it looks like a bottle, yeah. And a flip-flop. If this ain't a flip-flop, then this is like a bar. Or like, nah, bro, it's a flip-flop. Like, when you zoom out, you really get the flip-flop look. And like that's like a good shot right there. I know some of you are looking on a phone, it might be harder, but like for me, that's like a good shot right there. That really shows a book and a flip-flop. Went back and looked. It is indeed a pistol, but it's on top of the book. Maybe he had just done with his dirty deed and had returned to the van. Right. Or they were arguing. I mean, maybe they both were there at a time. Or like what we were thinking about in the Matt video is if he was hitchhiking and she left him at the Mary Piglets and he was hitchhiking looking for her and then he found her and yanked the door open and she was kicking and he was reaching up in the van grabbing for her in a crazy kind of psycho way because she left him behind because he was acting like a jerk and he's trying to pull her out of the van and she, as he's doing that, she's kicking and kicks all this stuff out the van. You know what I'm saying? Scenario like that could be possible. So if you think about it like that, which I hate putting myself in the minds of things like that, but if you think about it like that, though, Gabby would have had to been in the van or he would have had to rush and pull her out into that field before anybody came driving by. So if this car came driving by right at that time when something went down, he would be dragging her. Like if he hit her over the head with something or something, he would be dragging her. And that kind of lines up with what we were analyzing in the field. Remember I said someone bent over? It looks like someone bent over when we were analyzing it. Could it be someone dragging someone? That's why I was thinking maybe it's someone bent over, like dragging someone. But that definitely looks like a flip-flop in a book. I don't think she would dare to try and drive off from the psycho. Well, I agree. Like in the police body cam video, she said she doesn't like to drive the van, but if it's just gotten to a breakable point, or once she did drive the van when they sent him off, maybe she found power. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it takes a moment like that to be by yourself and you find like, damn, I was really acting stupid. I can do this. So maybe she found power after that. Like, I can do this on my own. And then they did get back together. And then when they got to the Mary Piglets, he blew up. And then she was in that power kind of mode. Like, I'll leave you behind. Because he was always the one, like, I kick her out of the van and sit in the van. So I could just see the reverse happening. And maybe her saying, I'm kicking you out the van. Or I'll leave you here. Maybe she found strength in that, in a way. Maybe he started wearing her flip-flops after watching. I mean, that's possible. Imagine they are camping across the creek. He came back to the van and left sandals on ground. It was not a field. It was a creek bed. Yeah, a creek. That's what I mean. Sorry about that. I lost you for a second. Bed and the fire pit found at Gabby's site found. And I think the $60 bill at the has to do with the food. Those are his flip-flops. Iced. LOL. You can. So, if we zoom back out, so this, now we've been watching this in an extremely slow kind of way. So all this happened in a matter of seconds of this vehicle driving by. You got to think like that too. So if someone was in the creek, what we were analyzing a moment ago, and a car come driving by, they would duck down, correct? Thought maybe I seen something up there, but I didn't. And if they were doing something wrong, they would duck down. Maybe he was probably talking crazy from Martin. I totally agree with you. Is that a blood bottom? Is that a blood bottom of screen? Is that blood bottom of screen? Where at? Let's go look. That's another thing that kind of irks me is you don't see any blood. Like, I don't know. Blood. Well, the color's ramped up a lot here because just to try to pull out the sandals and the flip-flop. And the sharpness is kind of weird a little bit too, so it's going to look a little weird. But I don't see any blood. See, and now that's the hat that Gabby was wearing in some of her pictures also. I agree. I bet he went looking for her that night. Right, that's what I'm thinking too. Gavin Fish True Crime dissects the second item next to it shows as a gun. I mean, dude, we can examine this. I don't know how you could pull a gun out of that. You would have to have some serious video technology to get in there and see that's a gun. I can't 100% say that's a gun. Like, I can zoom all the way into this. And it looks like a book and a black object. I can't say it's a gun. It's a possible gun. But I can't say it's a gun. I can't, because I can't tell all the way. Flight Life, what is your email? I'd like to send you a pic. Thanks. You can write me at flightlife, or what is it? writeflightlife@gmail.com is my email if anybody wants to send me stuff. Write, WRITE, flightlife@gmail.com. Did not happen at van, I believe. Yeah, from what I can see, it doesn't look like it happened at the van. It looks like a scuffle began at the van. Now, as far as her being injured or someone getting hurt, it doesn't look like it happened at the van, in my opinion. It looks like a scuffle happened at the van. It looks like... Now, most of the time, Gabby would park at national park camping sites, like we examined in the map video a lot of, right? I think that Gabby was more of a people person, and Brian was less of a people person. He was more nomad type, want to be out in the middle of nowhere hiking with no shoes on. Gabby was more of a vlogger. She liked to vlog, and she liked to take cool pictures and be around people and monuments and stuff like that. I think this is my opinion. I think she expressed a lot of that nomad behavior because she was with Brian, but that's just because that's where their two interests met. But his was more non-vlogger. His was more nomad, be in the middle of nowhere. I don't care about internet, none of that. Hers was more vlogger. So see, that's where the two conflicted, in my opinion. And that's where I believe a lot of times the phone fights would happen, where he would be trying to take her phone because she would be trying to probably post on a schedule and stuff like that. I can understand Gabby a lot because I've been on YouTube for a while, so it's kind of like I can put myself in her mind a little bit. And I've been a travel YouTuber before too, in a way. So I kind of understand it's not about being out in the middle of nowhere. It's about being at cool places, taking cool pictures and videos, and then putting them up. Paul Ward said, I agree. Epiphany Terror said, I believe video was taken around 6 p.m. August 27th. Yeah, it was taken around 6 p.m. Yes. 5:30, 6 p.m. I think is what they wrote on the original YouTube channel. Yeah, around 6. And they were at the Mary Piglets around 1 or 2. And then, like, if you go back and watch our map video that I did on the channel, I'm going to break that video down into smaller segments for people who want to learn more information. But if you go back and watch our map video, they were at the Mary Piglets, and they got in an argument around 1 or 2. And then, yeah, this video occurred around 6 or 7, and Brian was hiking. But that doesn't mean it could have been Gabby. Now, if you remember, there is another detail about these flip-flops is, remember they got in an argument, or was it in the body cam when she said, I get mad because he gets in the van with his dirty feet. Remember that? Remember that detail? Or they said something like that, where they were arguing because he wouldn't clean his feet off when they got in the van. So would it be that hard to believe that a flip-flop maybe dirty is sitting outside the van? Yeah. Well, the original person who posted the video, I don't think I have it pulled up anymore, do I? It's on my other video. It was around 6 p.m. when this video posted. According to the witness who shot it. Yeah, he's a very good armchair journalist I follow. Epiphany Terror. I have an issue with the ground. He had to cover to get up to the Coulter Bay and then only hitchhiked a few miles. Every place they went to was far from the camp. Makes me believe a third person. So when you go back and you examine the map video, what's weird about Brian's hitchhiking, right, is he went north of where the van is right now. He went north. Like, I forget exactly the amount, 18 miles or something north of this area, and then caught a ride back to the dam when he could have caught a ride all the way back to here. Then he got out of a car, then he caught another hitchhiking ride who brought him straight to here, which is suspicious. Because why did he go north? He went north to come back south. So then he got out at two places. He got two hitchhiking rides and he got out at two places. The first hitchhiking ride would have brought him here. The second hitchhiking ride that he caught, the woman asked him, "Where do you want to go?" And at that point he had said he wants to go to the dispersed camping area here. The first hitchhiking ride that he got, the woman asked him, "Where do you want to go?" He said Jackson. Like he didn't know where she was. That's just my opinion. It almost seems like they got separated. But that could be all set up by Brian Laundrie just to get witnesses that say, "I wasn't even with her when she died." So it could be a setup. Did he leave? Did he kill her, then leave, then go hitchhiking, then devised his whole plan? Or was he left behind by her at the Mary Piglets after they got in an argument and then he had to find her? I think the stream is on the left. Yeah, the creek was on the left. To the left side of the van is the creek area. No attention to the 28. Next time cited was the 29-hour hike from Spread Creek, not including breaks. He was timing his arrival back to the, I think, a first hitchhike. He was too early. Right. So, I guess it could be possible. I think you're right, except I think he wanted to give the impression of being more rugged than he actually is. Epiphany, exactly. Right. It could go either way. It could be an alibi, or it could be he wasn't really with her. You know? But now what we examined back here, so what I'm going to do, guys, is that I'm glad that I was able to examine it somewhat while we were live on the stream, but I definitely want to do another video where I can really examine it for you guys, because this was kind of half-assed. I couldn't really get in and examine, and it kind of messed me up a little bit. I want to be able to do it better for you guys. Maybe he was getting texts while in the hitchhiking ride. That's why he changed tune so quick. Right. What gets me is, right, something just doesn't make sense on why he didn't just take the first ride back. That makes me think he wanted witnesses for his alibi. But he did say to the first woman, "I'm going to Jackson." And she said, "Well, we're going to Jackson Hole." And he freaked out. And that was near where he got out. And the woman, if you watch her TikTok videos later, said, "I don't understand why he freaked out. He said Jackson, and I said Jackson Hole. They're the same place. People in Wyoming look at those two places as the same place." So why did he get out of the first hitchhiking ride? I don't see her dumping him and continuing the trip. Well, you never know. You never know is all I'm saying. I mean, it's possible. I agree with you. I agree with you. From the body cam video, look, I agree with you in a way. That's what she said. It didn't seem like she liked to be alone. So I'm right there with you. But I'm just looking at the facts of the case and going, okay, how does this make sense? Why was he north to come back south? What was that about? So he went to take a shower. So, all right, let's think about this. So he was at a shower campground. So if you put those things together, maybe that's why. Mochito, that's what I'm calling you. I see you said Flight Life. You are a breath of fresh air with all these YouTubers. Thanks, man. Thank you. Thanks for watching, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you. There's 2 roads in and out of there. They took a different route to it. Didn't go by the campground. Well, yeah. Well, there's 3 roads that I saw on the map, but as far as I can tell, I don't know. That one main road, like the road seen in the video you're looking at right now, that's a dead end road, I believe. Or no, I think there is one linking road. And then if you go back to my map video on the channel, I actually looked up the trails. There's a trail that runs basically from the dispersed camping site back up to where Brian Laundrie was picked up. But he was at a shower campsite because that's where the first hitchhike, the woman who picked him up hitchhiking first, he was at the showers at the campsite in, someone else said it earlier. I forget the exact name of the campsite, but someone said it, Secluded Bay or something like that. I can pull up my map. You guys are making me want to pull my map up now. So look. I'll pull it up for just a minute. Just a minute to show you guys. Try to find the person on the tree line. Definitely looks like someone hiding or dragging something. Okay. I'll go back in 1 second. I'll check it out. I got you. Iced coffee. So here's the map, guys. Whoops. I didn't mean to click that. Alright, look. Okay. Here is the video we're examining right now. Right where this red arrow is. Location of Gabby's body discovered. Okay. It was right along this road. Right here. You guys see that? Yeah. This is a road into the dispersed camping site. Right here. This little road, right? If you look close, this road's called USFS 30290 Spread Creek Road. And then if you go up a little bit, here's another road called Spread Creek Road. Now I noticed this. And then there's roads that come up here. Brian was up here hitchhiking off of this 191 up here. And if you notice, there's these roads, they all converge into Spread Creek camping area right here. Okay? She was found in the creek area right here. Right about where I'm pointing at. So what I'm saying about his hitchhiking is if you zoom out, okay, see these red arrows? These are where Brian was hitchhiking. So Coulter Bay Village, that's what the first spot was. So you see how north he went? He's all the way up here. And the van video we're looking at right now where Gabby's body was found was all the way down here. So why was he so far north? What did he go so far north for? And like I was saying, if you look, show you something. If you turn on the trails, so these are the trails. Okay? So I want to 100% verify this, but I'm not sure how. But I'm almost positive. See this green line right here? This is a trail that runs up through the dispersed camping area. And look, if you zoom out, right? See, it's showing all the picnic areas and the trails all along the dispersed camping area site, okay? So if you zoom out, where's Mary Piglet's? Uh, yeah. No, that's Salt Lake City. Right here. I went way too far. So Mary Piglet's is like right here in Jackson. So see, you could take any of these trails. This trail right here comes right out of Jackson, it looks like, and comes up into the dispersed camping area. But this one trail right here comes right by where Gabby's body was found. Looks like it goes up through here. Look, up through here. Follow the dark green line. Up through here. Oh, I went too far. I'm losing track. My bad. So look, here's where Gabby's body was found. Look at the trail. Look at the trail. Look where it comes out. Almost right at the first spot where Brian was hitchhiked from. Look, comes up to like right here somewhere. And then if you zoom in on this area where Brian was picked up hitchhiking, one of the businesses here, I'm not sure if I can tell or not. I can't tell. Is a shower. Oh, here we go. Doesn't say. It's a shower though. It is a shower. Where is the Snake River on the map? He said he'd hike. Oh, I can show you the Snake River. You want to see Snake River? I'll show you right where that's at. I gotcha. And it does make sense with Snake River that he said that. I believe this is it. Right here. This is Snake River. Okay? So Brian, this is the Snake River right here. Sorry about the phone. This little riverhead right here. And Brian was hitchhiking, like he said. Where he was hitchhiking at, there is the Snake River right here. Right in the middle. It's a little bit north. It's right here. Here's where Gabby's body was found. Toward the sunrise. Half a long way. How did he get there? Third person. Right. How did he get there? That's what I was wondering. And I mean, he could have hitchhiked. Let's just say we go along with the theory that he was left at Mary Piglet's when they got in an argument. He could have hitchhiked up. You know what I'm saying? He could have hitchhiked up and got as far as Coulter Bay Village. So here's Mary Piglet's. Right here, right? Yeah. So he could have hitchhiked up looking for her and probably passed the dispersed camping area and seen it was just some road. He probably figured, oh, she wouldn't park there. She's going to go where more people are or something. Probably kept going, went by the dam. Oh, she ain't there. I don't see her van. Got as far as Coulter Bay. I'm just saying this is a theory. I'm not saying this is true. Got as far as Coulter Bay and said, nah, she didn't go this far north. She couldn't have. Got out. Started walking. Then decided to hitchhike back. He hitchhiked back to the dam to see if he could see her van parked at the dam. Didn't see her van. That's why he jumped out of the first ride. Because he had to go check the parking lot. Didn't see her. Didn't see the van nowhere. Then he knew after the dam. He's like, she's got to be at this dispersed camping site. This is just a theory. She's got to be at the dispersed camping site. So the second hitchhike ride he got, he knew where she was at that point. He had checked Coulter Bay, he had checked the dam area, and then he knew by process of elimination where she was. What day was he getting a shower? August 29th at 5:30 p.m. he was picked up hitchhiking at the shower place. And the Bethune video was on August 27th. Right? Someone said that? So you're saying she ditched him at the piglets, then he saw which way she was driving, and he hiked for a few hours until he found her, killed her, then started hitchhiking to make an alibi. Possibly. Possibly, yes. Something along them lines, yes. Or he got left at the Mary Piglets, pissed, angry, and mad. And yeah, he hiked for a while looking for her and kept narrowing it down. And then she's all alone. She doesn't like to drive the van, and she's scared. She's all alone. So she's probably unsure about leaving him behind. She probably pulled off to a spot she figured he probably wouldn't find her or something. You gotta remember, he just came back from Salt Lake City. Maybe she's thinking, oh, if he doesn't find me, he'll just fly home. And he finds her. I'm just saying that's a theory. That's a theory I was having. Ditched him at the Piglets, then yeah. Look at U High Hill. U High Hill Road. Where's that at? U High Hill. Not sure about that one. Could be that way. Motor vessel, yeah. Did something happen at the Mary Piglets in the car, and then he took her to the lake bed? Could have been. To the creek bed. Could have been. So we'll come back to this map. Again, we're going to do so many videos we got to look through. But I want to jump back for Iced Coffee. Said, so Iced Coffee, you still with me? Hey, that's a good idea, Motor Vessel. Yeah, maybe he did spot Gabby at the van, and that's where he found her. And then he drove to the dispersed camping site. Right? Sarah, I'm so with you on that. Like, I watched all the videos on the Mary Piglets fight. And I'm like, no one is saying what they were fighting over. It's like, oh, we saw a big commotion. It was a bad fight. And I'm waiting. I'm so happy that the witnesses came forward and told their story. Thank you. I really appreciate it. But what I'm saying is, no one said what. Like, they said it was a really bad fight, but not specifically what over. Because the smallest detail there could tell us what kind of person Brian was being. Like, did he grab a butt? Did he grab a waiter's butt and she got flipped out on him? I did hear some people say it was over money, but not 100% verifiable. Like, I want to know if he was harassing women. Because if we can find out some women along the way he was harassing, we can narrow down, okay, possibilities. But you can't narrow them down when it's like so open-ended in a way. The 27th was the same day the van was seen. Yeah, the 27th. Brian was hitchhiking up at the first campsite on the 29th. I just exited, but I'm pretty sure it was the 29th. He was seen at the Mary Piglets around 1:32, 1-2, on the 27th. And then at 6, around 6 that night on the 27th, the van was seen at the dispersed camping area, parked on the side of the road. So, Iced Coffee, is there specifically anything you wanted me to look back at real quick at the analyzing the video here? I know you said you want to see something. What just bugs me is why hike all that far? I mean, he could have he could have did something to her and then just walked. I mean, that's all possibility. It's all possible. He could have did something to her and walked, and or he could have not been there when something happened to her. That's possible. So if I keep going down, let's go back a bit. Check tree line next frame back to the left from that bush. Right here, where I'm at right now. So Paul Ward, they were fighting at the Mary Piglets. I'm not 100% sure because over the bill is what I heard. But there was definitely a big blowout fight because witnesses came out and said it was a big fight, like crazy fight, insane to how they were phrasing it. So I can't see it being like an insane fight over the bill. Usually people would call the cops or kick you out of the restaurant. It wouldn't be like an insane fight. Yeah, he was fighting with the waitress staff at the Mary Piglets. But then he was fighting with the staff at the Mary Piglets, and she was crying. That's what witnesses reported. And she was upset, and she went in and apologized even after he was acting like a crazy person. That's what witnesses said. So see, she was upset with him. So that's why in a theory a little bit I was thinking maybe she left him or locked him out of the car. Because oh yeah, this is also goes along with the theory on why I was saying that. So if you read the witness reports of the fight at Mary Piglets, they say he went in like 4 or 5 times just to argue with the staff. He went out, went back in, went out, went back in, went out, went back in. He kept doing it. And I was just thinking like, so why didn't he just leave? So if he kept going in and going out, Gabby had the chance to drive off and say screw you. Traveling back next frame to the left of that bush. Because he kept going in and going out. And she didn't. So she was in the van. So she could have got so upset at that point and said, screw you, and drove off and left him there. And that's why he kept walking back in and walking back out, and that's why the fight got worse. That's why they remember that very specifically, that Brian kept walking in and out of the restaurant, arguing. Even when it was over, he'd come back in again. Pan left. This is the edge of the screen right here, Iced Coffee. Hold on, I didn't go back yet. This video, when I recorded it in high definition, sometimes it was in a slow frame rate. Hold on, I didn't get back yet. I still don't understand all the running around and still all this stuff happens so far apart and was noticed everywhere you or people would not be remembered, right? Right? That's because that fight was so bad that people remembered it. That's what I'm saying. You doesn't make no sense. Just based on what I see, that was the theory I was looking at. Yeah, well, Gabby's father did order, there we go. Gabby's father did order her food while she stayed in Salt Lake City, and it is 100% confirmed that He did fly back. He did fly back to Florida, which is mind blowing to me. Uh, when they were broke and had no money, supposedly. If we ever hear whole story, we will all be crying from the evil we could have never imagined. It's terrible. Right here, iced coffee. This is what you're talking about. You want me to keep going back further than this? I know, but he said go back a frame, too. Or he or she said go back a frame. All right. Like that, iced coffee. Just keep tracing it. This is as far left as I can go, like in the frame. And then I'm going step by step back. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. From the back of the van was about 5 foot drop where that makeshift bridge was. So see, this is the object I was examining that's in the field. Person or object. Domingo. I don't. I mean, there are a lot of people out there who are condemning Brian. And hey, what's up, Kathy? There are a lot of people out there who are condemning Brian. I think people just need to be open to possibilities and stop jumping on, you know, the bandwagon. That's a problem we have in our society nowadays. People need to just read for themselves more and try to figure it out. Could go any directions. It's weird that during the course of a murder, the flip flops would be set outside for clear. Brian is not innocent, bet your money. I think he did something to her in the van going down the road, and that's why passenger side of van is messed up. I remember the day my ex boyfriend was choking. Hey, So Sarah had to have dragged her body across all three streams, or do we not know? Way back. Okay, way back. The thing that gets me the most about it. Let me get a drink real quick. The thing that gets me the most about Brian, okay, is the Bethune video. This video that we're examining right now is bad on Brian, because the fact that this van was seen at the dispersed camping site and then he drove it home, he drove it home, is bad. I don't know how he can get around that, and I think that's why he went missing. There's no way to get around that. I think he figured, oh, I'll drive the van home and they'll not find the body for a long time, and I'll be good. That's how he looked at it. But the fact that, see, karma comes back and bites you in the ass, is that there was a person driving by that day and they caught this van on video. So how did he get the van when it was parked right where Gabby Petito's body was found? And that's a big problem he has. He's got to explain that. Alright, Iced. Alright, Iced. I'm looking. So how's he gonna explain that one? Because that's a big, what the hell? Doesn't make no sense. Hey Chris, yes, this is the raw footage from Red, White, and Bethune. I'm just zoomed in a lot. No. This is the raw footage. Chris. I'm looking for a commenter was asking me to follow the tree line. Elisa, more so just examining this video. Maybe if you want to go back and look at the examination of the video. We did a lot of examine earlier on in the video. And right now I'm just looking for something a commenter was asking me to check out. I wasn't expecting the video to be so lagged because the whole point of this video was to really analyze things in the Red, White, and Bethune video and break them down. But when I'm live streaming and then I'm trying to run the high definition video and then I'm running it the way I'm doing it, it lags the computer out. So I wasn't really able to fully go in and examine everything, but I was able to examine some things. I'm not sure, iced. Yeah, that's kind of what iced coffee is telling me, Chris. It's so hard to do it because my computer's lagging right now with the live stream running. So it takes forever to just move for a while. If I open the video itself, I could do that. You know what? I might do that. I take the video out of the editor here. It would probably I could play it just a regular video. So I might do that. Yeah, so um what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a 5-minute break really quick. Yeah, anonymous. I did zoom in on the sandal on the ground and examined it if you go back earlier in this live. What I'm gonna do real quick is take a 5-minute break really quick, and I'm gonna close the video out of the editor here, and I'm gonna open up the regular video so it's not so lagged, and then we can look for more things. And then if we wanna come back to examining things, we'll do another video later on and come back and examine things. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break real quick. Appreciate all you guys watching. Yeah, just gonna run to the bathroom and get a drink, and I'll be right back and switch the video over. Give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the video, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do all things exploring, investigating, everything here, so definitely want to check out what we got coming in the future. And don't forget, we got the full 9-hour live stream from examining the map of the Gabby Petito case. You definitely want to check out. A lot of work went into that map. So I'm going to take a 5-minute break. And I'll be right back.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys. Sound right, boys. It sound right, boy.
All right, guys. I'm just I'm checking my email really quick. Oops, sorry about the feedback. Checking my email really quick. Um, hey, thanks, Kathy. Maybe the other deep dive stream wasn't posted when it finished. Wish I could remember the channel name. I'm still checking my email right this second, so I'm gonna play one more song and then I'll be right back. Alright, guys, got the email. Thank you, Sarah, for sending me the email. So what I'm going to do is the timestamp is around 125 to 129. So I'm going to pull up the video. Now, I did see, I was looking at it real quick, but I'm not sure if it was related to, I'm going to look here in a second, if it was related to what you guys are saying, but I thought I seen something else for a minute. It's kind of weird. But I'm just pulling the video up. Hold on 1 second. One 125 through 129. All right. So I believe, so this is the, what we're going to do is, this is the lower quality version of the video, but she wrote me the timestamps for this video. So what we're going to do is go to those timestamps and look, and then we'll jump to the other Bethune video where they uploaded a higher quality version. But let's jump to 120 through 125.
Way that we can help and get this out there to be able to find Gabby Petito.
So right now we're at 118. So the timestamp was, just to make sure, 125 through 129. 125 through 129.
So if you could share it,
121, 22,
anything,
23, 24.
Please don't hesitate.
Yeah, as we're.
Let me slow it down. You're welcome. Thank you, Sarah. There is no button. So what I'm looking for is along the left side tree line. $125 through $129. Alright, so I slowed it down. I'm going to show you guys something I just thought I saw really quick. Well, I'm going to look at the timestamps first, but I thought I saw something else too. Alright, so now we're coming up on 119. 119. See this version. There we go. That'll make it a lot better. Are you talking about this right here? Hold on, I think I saw something. Is it right next to the creek? Like, it looks like someone coming in from the creek. Like from the creek area. On the left, far left. Guys, I think I see something. I don't know it for sure if that's what you're saying, but I see something. I'm gonna show you. Alright, so I'm gonna point it out. Alright, so everybody watching, this is what I spot. I'm not sure if it's the same thing that the Sarah sent me in the email, but I see something. I'm gonna show you. Alright, right here. See right there? Watch right there. See where my mouse is? Watch right there. Keep watching. Did you guys see that? Dude, it almost looked like someone fighting. Hold on. I can zoom in, right? Let me see. No, I can't. But I can remember where this is, and then I'm gonna look on the higher quality version. Alright, so watch, guys. Right here. Keep your eyes right there. Don't take them off. Looks like someone walking, maybe. Or running. Then it looks like someone pushing someone down or something. Right here. Right there. See that? See if we see it more. Right, blurred right there. Right there. Yeah. Alright. Now we're gonna remember where that is. We're gonna remember where that is. This is the lower quality version of the video. So let me make note of where that is. So it's like kind of right after the red trailer. So let's go play the Bethune's higher quality version. Of course, an ad. Come on, ad. Alright, so now this is the Bethune's higher quality version of the video. See, when you try to play a video on YouTube, if you want to play the highest quality video setting of a video, you go in here and you change the quality. Because a lot of times your phones and stuff like that, you can do it on your phone too, will lower the quality itself because of your connection. But sometimes your phone can't play these higher qualities. Sometimes my computer can't while I'm live streaming. But we're going to see. See how much higher quality that picture got now? I might have went too far. Did I go too far or not far enough? No, I think this is it right here, right? Yeah, this is it right here. Right there. Alright. So I'm gonna have to open this up in the video editor. Right there. Right there. Right there. See, it's not a blur no more because we're watching the higher quality. Let's go back a little bit. Plant Man said this video was all the talk 2 weeks ago and everyone was doing this zoom in. There's nothing here besides the door shutting and that being the van. Plant Man, you don't have to watch. Well, right now, Plant Man, if you're just joining the live stream, we were examining high definition, examining the videos, not just doing this simple kind of looking at the video. But I'm gonna have to do another video where I really use my tools and examine things, because the live stream was causing it to lag out while I was trying to show it in the video editor, really showing things. So right now, yeah, we're just looking. I think it looks like a person, guys. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. Kind of does look like a person to me. I'm not sure. Mike people asking him to see this. Y'all look at Aaron Stoner's video and then tell us it's just a stump. It literally runs then ducks, Sarah said. It's a tree stump. It was debunked weeks ago. Plant Man, you don't have to watch. Yeah, I seen that part. Butterfly. See, guys, like what I could do from right here is I could open it up in my video editor and try to look at it, but you remember how long that was taking earlier? And we've already been live now going on 3 hours, so I know it sucks, but I'm gonna have to end the live. These lives could go on forever. It's so interesting, but I'm gonna come back and yeah, I know, Kathy, that's what I'm saying. I really want to examine it the right way, and I don't want it to be slow and taking forever. So I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna examine it even further. So what did we get? What did we get accomplished today? Today we examined the flip flop. We examined the book. We examined the creek area as we were coming down. We looked at the high definition video and debated it. We got a lot of good stuff done today, even though it was really slow and I was dealing with lag all day on my video editor. But now that Sarah was nice enough to send me these notes on the spot where they're seeing something here, I can really go in and look at it. And I really want to do a video on the door, which I couldn't do in this video because of lag and how slow it was. So it's driving me crazy. I want to do that for you guys so bad. Chris Thompson said, if that ain't Bigfoot, it's a person. There are some spots that people show the 360 view then, though. Anyone near that location can check it out if there are a tree stump there. Yeah, that's a good idea. So if there's anyone near the dispersed camping site area here, Sprague Creek dispersed campsite area. Definitely check it out. Let us know what you see. The 2 points of interest by the FBI as crime scene were nowhere near there. The body disposal site was one, the other being on one of the sandbars in the creek where they took a lot of rocks. Yeah, it's Laundrie hugging a tree. Yeah, it's Laundrie hugging a tree. Could go either way. Yes, ma'am, it could. Thanks, Flight Life, for the stream. No problem, no problem. I'm glad to just be working with some great people. Everybody in the live stream right here with me, just working with me and trying to find answers. I looked up the shadow on Earth. It is a bush in the middle of the creek. Yeah, motor vessel, it's tough. I mean, that could be a way to possibly look at it too, but Google Earth and Google Maps satellite imagery is so old. It's a lot of times it's hard to judge, but that is a good way to think about it though. The way to look at it that way. The car across the creek was very interesting. Yeah, yeah. It definitely looked like a car, and the flashing that occurred there was extremely odd. So that's another thing we're gonna have to look back on. I'm gonna have to figure out a better way to show you guys in high definition how I analyze videos like that. Cause I don't have no problem when I'm not live streaming. Live streaming just takes so much process out of a computer. I will send you another email with a different video for you. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. Thanks for joining the team in a way. I really appreciate that. Send me any emails you want. I'm down to look, check it out, whatever. Chris Thompson, thanks for stopping by. Kathy, I've seen a lot of people in here today. Iced Coffee. Ocho Cinco. That's what I'm going to start calling him. I can't read his name. Something. Thanks for stopping by. Google Earth it all things. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I know that sometimes I make light of things while I'm on this live, but this is a horrible tragedy. I'm not trying to make light of it at all. I'm just, we're all just talking and trying to figure out the same thing. It's a horrible tragedy. I'd like to find out who killed, what happened to Gabby, and what happened to Kylan, and what happened to Crystal. And if I had the money and the ability to do it, I would be out there driving around for you guys. Like, I'd be out in Wyoming, like, oh, that's a tree stump or not? I'd be driving. I'd be flying my drones. If you check out the videos on my channel, that's what I do. I fly drones and shoot videos. So if I had the ability to do it, I'd be right out there like, let's verify this tree stump or not. So, yeah, for sure. Subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate all you guys for stopping by in the live stream. I will try my best to get right back on the live stream with a better video examination. I said that I was only trying to go a half hour. Here we are 3 hours later, so I tried, guys. Thanks, Chris. I got busy. We'll have to watch later. Come back soon, please. Thanks, Sean. I really appreciate that. Oh, good. This video was a little all over the place a little bit. I used to find my old house and my car was still in the driveway. I haven't lived there in 3 years. Right, Kathy? Yup. That's how Google Earth can be sometimes, too. Chris Thompson, you stay safe, man. What did I say? Sunrise, you did great. Create a good place to talk about it. Thank you, Motor Vessel. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Truth Seeker, Kathy. Love you too. Chris, I subscribed. I am coming back for the new analyzes. Thanks, Chris. My name's Chris too, by the way. If you ever catch me on Facebook, under Truth Tracker, you'll probably see my name is Chris. Look up Truth Tracker on Facebook or look up Flight Life. Chris, when will you be back on? I will try my best to be back on tomorrow sometime for you guys. How about